Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018, and this is week 40 of the Gaming Decathlon competition overall. In my third season, I'm here at the World Tour level, riding with EF, Education First. I've picked up one victory on the season, and I'm at a near fitness peak, really only 87%, but I'm at my peak right now. And we're in the tour of the Basque Country. Quick look at the schedule. So it's a World Tour A-level race. And then we'll be heading to the Tour de Romandie, another A-level race. Amgen Tour of California. And then the Baloise Belgium Tour right off the back of that one. A little bit shorter. So that is our upcoming schedule here as we move into April of the season. Going with us to this race, team leader Rigoberto Urán is going to be there. Overall average, we are second best now, but my resistance level is still so low that it's not, Urán's got a 78, well, 77 natural. I have 70. So I have gotten it up, but it definitely needs to come up some more before I'm going to truly be competitive. So on to stage one, definitely a hilly stage today. I would love to be given the opportunity to ride away from the field and go off and maybe try to collect a mountain climber's jersey on this one. Lots of category 2 climbs, so this is a great day in the points. Race day condition looking like a +2 heading into this one, so I could be in pretty good shape. We'll see what we get.
Hello and welcome. The route is fairly hilly, so there should be plenty of action.
Co-leader. Oh, wow. All right, so co-leader task. Finished in the top 15 overall. That is awesome. I'm given co-leader role alongside, obviously, Urán. Katana is here. Izagira. I think I just saw Demoulin. Yep. Bacalance. Alaphilippe. So lots of big names, and I'm supposed to be near the top 15. Jesus Herrada already down.
Riders are falling off the back. It's not a good moment to be going through a bad patch.
So no jersey for me. Now hopefully with the support, I will... Oh, Barguil. Warren Barguil on his way into the breaks. Bryce, he's not trying more to compete overall. Navarro. Okay, so my race day condition ends up balancing out at full zeros. So purely natural ability today for me. Nothing additional, nothing taken away. All right, take a quick look at team leaders that are Philippe Gilbert is here, Bob Jungels, Amador, Wilco Kelderman, Kwiatkowski here for Sky, Castro Viejo, and Chris Froome. And look at that. The number 1 jersey goes to Kwiatkowski. Now, that's a big team. Wout Poels, Karen Thomas. Holy cow, Team Sky is loaded. Tim Wellens, Chad Haga, Fabio Aru, Dan Martin, let's see, Latour, Tony Gallipan, Rowan Dennis, Mikel Landa, Warren Barguil, Thibaut Pinot, Kalmajan. How am I supposed to get into the 15? Top 15? Holy cow. Alright. Bako Malama. Kruijswijk. Formulo. TJ Van Garderen. Gorka Izagira. Ben King.
The gap is widening. It's now over 2 minutes.
Yikes. I'm intimidated by that. How they expect me to get into the 15 is beyond, top 15 is beyond me, but I'll do what I gotta do. For now, I've got Reschel keeping me shielded, keeping me fresh. The longer they do that, the more it handles the resistance and stamina issues that I will likely incur. So the more I have teammates helping me, the more my mountain climbing and time trialing ability can keep me up near the top of the standings. Here's my first real test against the big shots. So I'll see you back momentarily. Midway through the stage, we've got 4 more Category 2 climbs and a Category 3 left to go to the finish. The pace has been pretty hot. The breakaway group already on the verge of being caught. My teammate Nathan Brown just reached that point where they've burnt out all their energy and they've been fighting to stay in, and I'm at an 87 and I just got that momentary point where I'm now on my own already, though Docker's trying to get back up there. And this field split up multiple times over those first 3 climbs. You can see that almost immediately we lost about 40 riders off the peloton just on this first short climb. So this field is going to have a small group towards the finish line. And the bad news for me is that leans towards myself not being among those 15, because if I don't have help, I'm likely to fade a lot faster than Uran and other top contenders, as small punchy climbs are definitely not my thing. So, you can see right there, hill climbing is only 75 when you throw in those others. Jesus Harada is just about the only one left with Uran and I now. As we got over that first climb, we've still got 4 to go, and this is the steepest. Looks like we're going to retake this climb again towards the end.
Counter-attack by Ruben Fernandez.
They really are moving.
Brown's already back with us. Brown kept me shielded for moments, but only a brief moment there. 1K to go to the top. You can see just how faded I am already. And 3 more climbs to go after this. Luckily the pace has come off a bit with only 2 riders left off the front. And now Uran and I are by ourselves. We're down to a group of just 52 riders with three climbs left to go. And lucky for me, I'm still in it.
There's reports of a group of riders taking a tumble, but apparently they all managed to set off again. That looks like a really bad fall. It's a shame, but he's not going any
This
further.
climb is still pretty steep, but it's quite short. So just Cat 3 coming up here in just a moment. Don't expect any attacks here. Keep the pace down a little bit. I'm still right at the front of the group and have plenty of time to catch up to
Several
the front of the
riders are on
group
ground,
between
but it
now
doesn't
and the
look
next
too
climb.
serious.
I'm actually going to speed it up a little bit. Oh, Uran has fallen. Only 18 riders left at the front. There's a pretty good chance that that group behind us will not catch up. This would make me team leader. This would cement me in that top 15. It's only 30 seconds, but there's only a couple riders. In fact, it's now split again. There's only 13 riders in this front group now. Alaphilippe, Dan Martin, Balco Malama, Michael Matthews, Uman, Wout Poels, Costa. I just got caught up. Everything is changing here in the rain today. My group's getting caught up too. Just 6 riders getting away now. This whole race could be decided on stage 1. Still down, just now getting up. Going into relay mode here. Now I'm back in the peloton. Let them attack. And now attacking. Alright, it's all coming back together. It was crazy. So Uran is back in the group. So multiple falls have brought it all back together. Only a few riders survived the falls. And now 2 off the front. Barguil and Alaphilippe survived off the front. A minute ahead. Looks like we're catching them though. They are not riding full pace. 20 seconds. They're going to be caught. 13 seconds. 2 climbs to go. My energy, though, not looking so good. Oh, I could protect him, but I can't tell him to protect me. I'm not sure if I'm going to get over 2 climbs. But 47 riders. I lose a few wheels and drift towards the back. Might just save some energy, but look how fast it's fading. Nope. Energy gel now. Energy gel. No. I'm gonna get dropped. And after everything came back together, there's 38 riders up here at the front. "34 riders. Now just 30 up there. That's outside of the top 15 too. That's going to hurt those goals. I've got a group here with Latour. Oh, Barguil and Rui Costa. It's big names. I'm leaving them behind, it looks like. Nope. Costa got back on the wheel. Alright, trying to go into relay mode here. When we get to the downhill, this is a false flat first, so it's not the time yet. I have to try to recover. There we go. Recovery is starting to happen here.
Look out, he's breaking away.
the true downhill here in a moment, though. I need to recover as much as possible and hopefully not get dropped from the group while I'm at it. I mean, all four of us are clearly hurting. Alright, here we come for the downhill. Chance to back off a lot.
There are just 10 kilometers left.
Ooh, Harada, that's like the third time that they've fallen.
But they
Poor
are
guy.
ready to set off again. A rider is down.
Alright, now I'm just outside of that top 30, and here we go to the climb.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%.
Alright, so Bargy and I have moved away. Now I'm going to make my way ahead of some of these guys. There's Van Garderen. Making my way up towards Bilbao. Really surprised I'm catching him now. I didn't have much energy saved up, but it's all downhill from here. I'm going to just go on my own now. Attack whatever way I can here to the top. Might be able to get on the wheel of Costa there. Okay, already starting recovery before the top. That's nice. Can at least attack a little bit. I've made my way back up partway through the field into maybe the top 25 now.
For the final sprint. Watch out, a team leader is falling behind.
There goes the win. Alaphilippe with the win. Kwiatkowski, Malama, and Tim Wellens top 4. Lutsenko, good result for him in top 5. Quintana is 6th. Landa, Dennis, Poles, and Youngles are the top 10. Huge names there. And I need to attack here too. A little late on that. And I am outside of the top 20. As I expected, that might be right around 25th. Chris Froome down in 18th. Of course, this is also not his strong suit necessarily. I can see Alaphilippe getting a win like this. Not quite as strong of a climber as he showed promise for a few years back. Uran got to 23rd. Ooh, I ended up finishing 30th, huh? I thought I might have climbed into the top 25. But with the standings being relatively close between Uran and I might still have that co-leader tag. Especially with my time trialing ability. So here on stage 2, my role has changed. And for good reason, it turns out. Even though I was only a handful of positions behind Uran, who's in 23rd overall. He's a minute and 28 off the leader. And then almost immediately, just a couple positions behind him, you see it drop to 3.5 minutes behind. And that was my group that I came in with. So Bilbao, Costa, Bargy, Hanau, and myself. We're 2 minutes behind Uran. So Uran's a lot closer to the leader. And it makes perfect sense that I am now a teammate with the objective of leading off of the front. So here I am, starting to get my work in. And it looks like back off a little bit here. And of course, the irony here is that I'm finally in the condition that I needed to be in a day ago. I wasn't in bad condition, but the bonuses that I was supposed to be getting by being in that fitness peak yesterday just countered a negative race day condition, giving me a 0. Today, +4. Look at these lovely, lovely stats that I now get absolutely nothing out of, for one, on a stage like this, and two, working as a teammate. Resistance +7. Stage not really long enough. I don't think the stamina is going to be a factor today, but the climbing and all of that, all major pluses today, and I'm not doing really much of it. So get my work in though, and then I'll drop back and see if I can't at least stay put where I'm at in the standings for now, and maybe I'll get a shot if Uran loses some time later on. But I'm quickly getting my work in, so that's all this stage is going to be about. I should be finishing with the group, and I'll see you back for the next stage. It's getting relatively late into stage number 3, and there have been some developments. One, I'm coming in with high race day condition yet again, looking good. I've been given the carte blanche, the free element today, where I'm allowed to go on the attack if I want. However, you might notice that things look a little bit different. Got a new jersey on. Not because I've switched teams. Certainly wouldn't allow that mid-race. But I've changed my colors. The blue jersey is the Young Riders jersey. Stage 2 got pretty intense late on. There were some crashes again. Thinned the field out a bit as riders caught up. A lot of the riders couldn't keep that pace over those last few climbs, even though there wasn't a lot to do with climbing for that one. It was relatively mild, but it was enough, and it thinned the field all the way down to just 21 riders left. Uran and I were the only members of the team in that. We kept the same time, all 21 riders coming in together. He and I were both in the back 10 of that, so neither one of us placed terribly high. But those 21 riders weren't necessarily all out of that top 30 before. So I moved into 25th place. Uran moved up to somewhere around 12th or so in the standings. And I picked up not only the Young Riders jersey, but by a minute and a half over the next best in those standings. So even though I have the opportunity to attack, for one thing, there's still a minute and a half to those 5 leaders. So if I were to attack, it would be on the next climb, not on this one. But look at the field, try to attack over the top now. And we immediately pick up 10 seconds, but we're still a minute 20 behind those 5 leaders, which do include my teammate Nathan Brown, so I would not attack him right now, especially if it affects him. But with that Young Riders jersey, for one thing, I already picked up some bonus points just for wearing that jersey, as it's the first distinctive jersey that I've won at the World Tour level. But with the chance to potentially win that jersey, I intend on trying to continue fighting for a high overall placement. And we've got 1 climb left to go on this one. Only a couple riders have been dropped, and sadly for them, they are well back. And if it's technically a sprint stage, they do stand the chance of being eliminated. Let's see. Davies. Yeah, not guys that we're necessarily going to miss. They're definitely domestiques.
The lead over the pack is dwindling.
Okay, make my way back up towards the front here, just so I'm in a decent position for the base of this climb. I'm kind of sliding right back to that spot. That's okay. I'm still in a good position here. Okay, 30 seconds now. I could attack over the top if I maybe try. It is all downhill from there. 24 seconds. Brown has been caught, so he's the first one to get reeled in.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
2K to go to the top. $1K to go to the top.
The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers of the stage.
I attack over the top. That's first right now. Use my gel. Got 8K to go. I've only got 20 seconds over the peloton, but it is a lead that is growing right now. 22 seconds. It's hovering somewhere around that 20-second mark. 6K to go. I am still able to hold the attack position here. 4.5K to go. 25 seconds now. 27 seconds. I've got a shot here. 3.5K to go. 28 seconds. 24 seconds. 2.5K to go. 18 seconds. They're trying to catch me here. They're going to catch me. 14 seconds. Full sprint. Come on. Come on. 13 seconds. 500 meters. Oh, they catch me right on the line. I tried. Really nothing lost out of that effort. 14th on the stage. Ben Swift picks up the win. Not too many actual sprinters here for this, as this was literally the only stage that was meant to be a sprint stage. I really probably am not going to pay much for that effort. It was really only, what, a 9K charge? 1K uphill. Pick up a few points in the mountain climbers that don't mean anything, but my teammate Nathan Brown is definitely fighting for that jersey, so I took those points away from potentially somebody else who might have taken those off of him.
And just in case you missed them, here are the race highlights.
There I am, getting pipped right at the line. That had to have been, what, 100 meters from the line? So close. Alright, should be no changes here. Yeah, 23rd place, 3.5 minutes down, so I'm still at the exact same time that I was down before, but you can see that we're on now in 14th, still a minute and a half down, and that group has thinned out, so there's really just the 17 riders left in any sort of contention. Honestly, you could say it's kind of just that top 7, or maybe top 11 that have much of a chance for anything. But I'm still in a pretty elite group. I'm actually, I was 25th. I've moved up 2 spots. So it looks like Thibaut Pinot lost some time because he was ahead of me. Rui Costa was still level with me. Barguil had dropped some time. But Costa still was on the same time. So these guys have dropped time. So not everybody came in together there at the end. Yeah, there you go. 56 riders from 57 on down. 44 seconds were lost. So there was a split. Nice, okay. 3 points in the mountain climbers. That doesn't mean anything. This does. This is the young rider standings. I've got a minute and a half over Nikolov and Sam Uman. 3.5, almost 4 minutes down, and then a huge drop off from there. So this looks good. That's promising for the future, especially when I'm still just 21 years old now. Quite young rider. Quick glance at the team standings. We are 10th overall. So I do move up a couple spots. I'm surprised that that's still seen as bad. I mean, it's 8 places below where they want me to be in the final standings, but I don't see why that's not at least, it's okay, right? It's not bad. It's okay. That's exceptional, though, so I am picking up some points. A whole whopping 2 points. Getting pretty late into stage number 4. The first couple big climbs are behind us, but we've got 2 Category 1s and a Category 2 coming up. The peloton has already shrunk down to about 60 riders. The breakaway group originally had over 20 in it, and they are now split into 2 groups, and they've still got close to 3 minutes on us. And there are some strong climbers, some GC contenders that lost time here or there that are in that breakaway. And we've still got a few teammates with us. However, it's mostly down to Uran and myself now that are left as contenders in this group in terms of how we're feeling on the day. I do have a +2 race day condition, so it's not the amazing +4 that I've had in the 2 stages where it didn't matter. Now that it does matter, I've at least got a +2, so it's okay. We are starting to catch up to the breakaway group. Wow, Kreuziger already being caught, so got pretty good condition. Peloton shrinking right away down to 44 riders now, and a good chunk of that is the breakaway group that we've already caught up to, at least the chase group that we just caught. And now Brown is nearly done, so Uran and I are going to be on our own for the last 2 climbs. And there you go, that peloton has just shrunk right down into the low 30s. Brown's hanging on for now. He is going to recover, so that's good. I have been given free element once again today, but I am not looking to do teamwork. I'm not throwing myself to the wolves for Uran to get a top 15 finish when I've got the Young Riders jersey, even though I am behind him in the standings. I'm a much better time trialist than he is, and he's still probably going to finish ahead of me, but I've got a chance to actually win a jersey. The team really should be recognizing that, and I'm surprised they haven't, especially when I started as co-leader at the start of this race, and not much has changed other than he is a few places ahead of me in the standings. But the fact that I have a jersey should stand for something. Alright, so quick check-in. Kruiswijk and Barguil are at the front. Latour, Formolo, Toins, Izaguirre, so all right there. Navarro, Filou, so you can definitely see that there is an elite group off the front, and they were all a part of the initial breakaway group. 2 climbs still to go. We're getting relatively close to the top of this one. Just 30 riders now left here at the front, plus that group that we're chasing. And I'm still in pretty good shape. I should recover a bit here on this downhill.
There are just 15 kilometers left.
And that Category 1 climb, unlike the hills, it does suit me.
A team leader is falling behind.
It's not terribly steep, but that definitely will come down to my mountain climbing ability. The length, the steepness is enough. So, oh wow, Uran's bringing water. Well, go ahead. You should be here at the front anyway. Once you get up here. Oh! I'm not on the climb anymore. Hey! Where you going? Get back up there. Ooh, that was close. I'm watching for water. Oh, maybe the role has changed, because now Uran's working for me. Or is he working for Brown? I don't know if Brown has the jersey. No, he's only 5th. He hasn't picked up very many points. Now, before we get too steep on the climb here, I do want to check. I'm looking for Igor Nakolov. Where is he? Sam Uman's here in the peloton, but it's not showing me where he is. No. There's Sam Uman, but I don't see. It's not showing me Nakolov, so either he's out of the group. It's possible he's out of the group. That might be why I don't see him, because he's not in the group. Yeah, see, it won't show me those guys up close because they're not within the group. Interesting. Now, I'm not looking to attack and win a stage here necessarily. That's the opportunity completely presents itself. Spilach won the last stage, by the way. So just 4 riders left off the front. Dan Martin might be a good one to get on the back wheel of. There goes Sam Uman. That's somebody I need to keep pace with.
5 kilometers remaining.
There's Froome. Uman's still attacking. I don't like that.
Counter-attack by Davide Formosa.
He is a few minutes behind me in the standings, though.
Attack with the finishing line within reach.
There's Uran. Set myself to follow here. Only a couple K to go to the top. Maybe I should attack. I'm going to attack. I'm going to do it. Alright, here we go.
And he spurts away from the group. He's going for victory.
One K to go to the top. Group thinned out. They're attacking now too. But I'm into an elite group. Just 12 riders left, plus the 3 off the front. Almost over the top. Almost.
And there goes the
I ran out of energy just before the top.
Oh, yes, he had a
Uman does get the win,
put one over on the
but
others.
I'm only about 45 seconds back. I'm still seen as in this group. No, 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 no. It just dropped me from the group right at the end. I think I'm going to have a separate time. I do come in 12th, right behind Chris Froome. So Sam Uman gets the win. Fabio Aru, Kruijswijk, Kwiatkowski. Kruijswijk was in that breakaway, so he was the one who held on. Did not win, though. Alaphilippe comes 5th. There's Youngles, Quintana, Uran, Wellens, Rowan Dennis, Chris Froome, and myself. That is a pretty elite group. And then Dan Martin in 13th to go with it. And that is definitely a lot of big names through the top end of that field. So the fact that I just came in at 12th is a real sign of the progress that I'm making. And here it's showing me front group, so maybe I'm in on the same time. We'll find out here in a moment, as there's still plenty of the field coming in well behind the front group.
And here are the key moments of the race.
Uman's going to pull back some time on me there, but I do get that same time, so only 28 seconds is all he got. I'm still well ahead of him, and that's going to move me way up the standings. There you go. Uran's up to 9th, and I am up to 15th, where I needed to be. That's going to fix that bad report for this race, and we still have a time trial to go, which will suit me. I could move ahead of Martin and Spilak in that time trial. Marc Soler probably not going to gain 30 seconds, but I might. But I could see myself move up a couple more spots, but we still need to get through stage 5 first. There you go. Still over 3 minutes on Sam Uman, so it looks likely at this point that I should win that jersey. But I've still got to deal with Uman, and he's a decent time trialist too, and a good climber. Team standings, we just jumped up to 5th place. Alaphilippe still leads overall. Kwiatkowski, Wellens, Quintana, and Rowan Dennis still all on the same time. And good job by Lutsenko hanging on in 6th place. There we go. Now we have a good evaluation and an exceptional, and I still only get a +2. I finished 12th on the stage. I'm into the top 15. Come on, boss. That's not even boss. And manager satisfaction doesn't even rise. What the heck is going on here? Here on stage 5, Peloton has shrunk a little bit. 2 climbs left to go. The biggest of them coming up here momentarily, a Category 1 climb. This stage is a little more straightforward than some of the others. I expect a much larger finishing group than we've had. Breakaway group had 14 riders. They were allowed to get just about 5 minutes ahead of us, and we've clawed back most of that time now, about a minute and a half to go of the remaining 12 at the front. And I have, after climbing into the top 15, re-earned co-leader status with the team. So I am now a protected rider, and it's making this stage much easier up to this point. That Category 3 that we just had was quite steep, and that's where we did lose quite a few members in the peloton, so I did suffer a little bit on that. We are now on to that Category 1 climb here. Meanwhile, let's talk about another subject for a little while, as I just try to stay put in my place here. I do not have rider support here at the moment, so that does bother me a little bit, but Brushell's trying to make his way up to the front. Anyway, right now you might be watching the Vuelta a España, as that is ongoing. Now, I can't comment too much on it. For one thing, I'm recording this a few days ahead of time, and I'm actually a couple stages behind. I watch when I can, being that I'm in the US, of course. It puts it quite early in the morning for me, so I watch when I can, and I'm actually in the middle. It's paused on the individual time trial is what is ongoing. Now, I've seen far enough to see that Castro Viejo is currently 2nd in the standings of that, and then I just got caught up in a wreck right after we go over the top, just as I'm about to try to recover. Terrible timing for that. Looks like about 30 riders have been caught up in this, and at least I've already recovered a bit, but we are now well behind the group. There is a minute and a half to just 9 riders, and it looks like they are fighting it out. I'm in what's left of the peloton. Nathan Brown. Nathan Brown, who did not go in the breakaway today, is suddenly in the breakaway. And Uran and I are both caught up here in the group that has been left behind. Hopefully we can catch back up. There are 4 groups left off the front. Mollema, Poles, and Toynes, along with Landa, are the next group. But there are still 5 riders up there, and I don't think that's going to hurt us too much. It's these 4 that we really need to make sure get caught, and we've just about made up that ground now.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 15 kilometers road sign.
Anyway, Castroviejo currently in second with Rowan Dennis, the favorite for the stage, well ahead, and both of them had just crossed the line. The GC contenders have not yet gone through the stage, so I'll be curious to see if Simon Yates can hang on to the leader's jersey, the red jersey, as it is in the Vuelta. Alright, so just a few riders left, and meanwhile we're getting relatively close to the top, but I don't feel like I can attack right now as Matthews, those guys aren't going to hurt me too much. I do need to make sure I get here. Oh boy, come on, don't run out, we're still 1K to the top.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
Just 20 riders left here. We are shrinking, but I'm now struggling. Almost to the top. I can recover on the way down, but if I'm not with the group, I stand to lose time. I'm with Amador and Uran in a group of 11 that's left behind right now. Need to recover very quickly here, and then hope that someone can pull. Okay, pace is picking up. 12 riders. We are behind 12 other riders ahead of us. Oh man, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Can we catch him?
Only 5 kilometers left.
We're trying. We are just behind him. Actually, still recovering. 4K to go. And we're not going to catch him. We're going to lose just a little bit of time. Uran is with me in this group. 2 kilometers to go. 1.5. And we've caught him. We have caught him. Onto the 1K banner. Onto the attack. Barguil and Kruijswijk come in first and second. Jungels and Garderen. Uh-oh. Don't lose him here. Don't lose him here. Lutsenko, wow, still a great time for him. Kwiatkowski, Quintana. Uran comes in 20th. I come in 22nd. Hopefully we don't lose time. I really didn't think this would get that split up, but that really came down to that fall. Next up is the time trial to wrap this up. It's, I believe, 22 kilometers.
We've selected the following highlights for you.
And let's get to those results. I am over time on this episode, but I will bring you that final stage. And let's see, 32 seconds. Okay, I'm on the same time. And so are a bunch of other riders, 37 in all. A little surprised. I thought our group was smaller than that, but... So I remain in 15th, no change at the top. Uran is 9th overall, still with same time as Chris Froome. And no change here. Sam Oomen comes in with the same time, though the rest of the field continues to drop further behind on the young riders. That's a lock now. So I will win the young riders jersey. And in terms of, let's look at the general here. Top 15, Dan Martin, Spielak are my targets. Mark Soler, he's going to be a little harder to catch up to. Spielak won't be a given either. That's who I'm chasing. So I'm looking for maybe 13th or 12th. Still pick up just 2 points. My manager satisfaction drops by 5%. Must be a new week. But how that's going down, I don't know. But with only one stage, it'll go back up. Don't you worry. On to the final stage. It is the time trial. Got 17.5 kilometers to go. Race day condition is +2. Time trials are +2. Hills are +1. It is hilly. This is the first time check coming up here momentarily. Leader right now is Tom Dumoulin, 13 seconds over TJ Van Garderen. And I have come out attacking pretty strongly. I'm a bit behind on energy for later on, and I'm in the lead as of right now. 3 seconds over Dumoulin. And I need to recover as much as I can. Now it's a little less steep here. It's still coming down, recovering nicely. This is all just downhill and time trial ability. My downhill's a +2. So I have recovered. I've got a little more energy in the bank now for the second climb. Dropped to 18th, 43 seconds behind at the second checkpoint. But a lot of energy saved for the end. I'm able to attack this pretty hard. See, we're looking at 7.5%, so it's a pretty steep climb for compared to most time trials. I think I could be in for a pretty good time, even though I am to second now over the first check, 22nd over the second check. But we will restore. I'm going to attack at the base when it starts to flatten out a little bit. We're at 9.5%, 7.5%, 1K to go, 99 all the way. There you go. Race through, race through, race through. Third, 18 seconds. 18 seconds off the lead. I thought it was actually pretty ridiculous that they would ask of me what they did. I was not picked in the top 10 at all. Team said I should finish third. Well, right now I'm in the third with 14 riders left to go. There's Martin, Soler, both coming across. Oh, I've dropped to fourth now. Spielak just came in, 15. Mollema come in. Mollema's got a pretty decent time, just outside of the top 20. So I did not gain on Spielak, which was what I've been hoping for. Well, Poles goes to the top. Drops me to 5th. Like I said, I thought it was pretty ridiculous that I should be in the top 3. I'm not that good of a time trialist yet. Moran goes 14th. Good time for him. 51 seconds off. Here's Chris Froome. First at each time check and new best time, dropping me to 6th. Bob Youngles also good time there. Just about 30 seconds behind. at that kind of pace, Youngles could be ahead of me. No, minute 10 down in 16th, so not a good time from him. Alexei Lutsenko, who has been well above expectations, but we look, hill climbing, time trial, he's got great averages, everything over 70, but 15th overall. Here's Rowan Dennis, Rowan Dennis, only 14th fastest for him. Surprising. Tim Wellens stands to look to lose a lot of time here, at least a minute. Could be more. This is level pegging now. These are those top guys competing for the win. 30th, 2 minutes down. 4th for Quintana. Wow. How did Quintana pull off? Well, the climbing. Had to be the climbing. Here's Kwiatkowski. He should have a pretty good time, though it looks like he's losing a minute. It's 2 Skyriders at the top. 2 minutes lost for Kwiatkowski. I am picking up some time on some of those guys, but those top 5, like Kwiatkowski, I'm not catching up to him. But I should be up the standings a bit. I'm still 7th best. Alaphilippe, 2.5 minutes lost. I'm going to move up those standings a bit. I do come in 7th, so I do creep into the top 10, which I think that is a good result. I don't know why my team thought I should be top 3. I was only 19 seconds out of that, but I mean, come on. Dumoulin, Rowan Dennis, Chris Froome were all part of this race. Those 3 are all well over 80 plus time trialists. So the overall winner is Nairo Quintana. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen him actually get a win. Always there, always competing, but I don't see him win very often, so surprising. But Nairo Quintana gets the overall win. I didn't see the standings below that, so we're going to have to take a look and see where everyone is at in this thing. Gorka Izagirre gets the mountain climbers jersey, surprisingly over Bug Gill, but Alaphilippe gets the overall points, so he does hang on to that, though he lost the race there in the time trial. Young rider should definitely be me. And there it is, Young Rider jersey. I actually pick up a lot of time on Sam Oomen, 346 down. So there you go. I got a jersey. Go ahead and move on to those results. 7th on the stage. 14th overall, so I only gained 1 position. Uran drops a position to 10th. Quintana gets the win. Rowan Dennis 2nd. Chris Froome 3rd. Lutsenko hangs on for 4th. I think he actually moved up a spot. Poles moves up to 5th. Kwiatkowski comes in 6th. Team Sky all over the top of the standings with 3 riders in the top 6. Wellens, Youngles, Alaphilippe drops all the way to 9th place. We're on 10. Mollema, Soler, Spilak, and myself are the top 14. Landa rounds out the top 15. Look at those big names. Pinot all the way down in 20th. Geraint Thomas, 22nd. Sam Oomen, 23rd. And the young rider jersey goes to me. And the day as well. First distinctive jersey, 50 bonus points for that. That's a big help. Especially as the team didn't seem to give me support at any point here. I finished in 14th. And it's good. Stage 3, 7th is bad. How is that bad? It's a World Tour race. Come on. Young rider standings, exceptional. Uran gets 10th overall. That's good. I pick up 34 points. I thought I would actually get more than that. And the manager satisfaction, a +6. Ridiculous. I come out with lower manager satisfaction than I entered the race. I win the Young Riders jersey. I finished 14th overall. And the manager's less happy than he was going in. And the only reason why my progression is what it was because I won a jersey, not because the progression here. I was getting 2 points a stage. Little disappointing on that, but with that jersey won, I have unlocked that next tier, the major ones, the Vuelta a España, Giro d'Italia, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Paris-Roubaix, the Ronde van Vlaanderen, and Milano-San Remo, all unlocked. It looks like there's only one tier left, and that's the big one, Tour de France. Let's take a quick glance into the next day, and the breaks come in the next week. Okay, probably gonna need a break here. Go forward one day, and we'll check the results. The standings. World Tour, Chris Froome on top. I should be in here somewhere now. There we go. Up 63 places with 63 points. But the one that matters here, Super Prestige. For the game of Decathlon, that is. And outside of the top 100. 126th with 147 points. And that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.